it's a unnecessary jada and swag. Ella scene in oru jada venam. And being your room enter cheyda avalana king of the room. I'm like, I don't know how to do that much. Like
പണ്ട് പ്രിയദർശന്റെ മോളാണെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞുകൊണ്ടാണ് വന്നത്. But now you have carved out a niche role for yourself.
I can tell he's also very proud, and I'm also very proud to like, because usually they all come and tell him about his movies.
Yeah.
Manadile, because it's a very typical heroine role, I wasn't sure if he'd like it. But he came out being like, hey, you've done really good justice to the role. Amma has always been my biggest fan. എന്ത് ചെയ്താലും വണ്ടർഫുൾ ബ്യൂട്ടിഫുൾ യു ആർ ഗ്രേറ്റ് ഇത് ഞാൻ ഡബ് ചെയ്തില്ലെങ്കിൽ അയ്യോ അവര് they should have used your voice, it would have been even more better. Aha, this is one of my best memories. Okay, I call him Lal Mama. I'm usually very lazy. ഞാൻ ജിമ്മിനൊക്കെ പോറില്ല. Every day after shoot, no matter how exhausting shoot was, he would go to the gym and he'd be like, വരുന്നില്ലേ? I'd be like, ഞാൻ വരാം. And then I said, Lal Mama, let's take a pic. He's like, of course. And then he only flexed. I was like, wow, okay. Then I flexed, but it's nowhere close to it. ആദ്യം കഥ നറേറ്റ് ചെയ്തപ്പോ ഫസ്റ്റ് ഹാഫിൽ ഞാൻ ഇല്ല ഞാൻ വരുന്നത് 74th സീനിലാണ്. He said, അമ്മു ഇത് അമ്മുവിന്റെ കഥയല്ല, അരുണിന്റെയും ദർശനിന്റെയും കഥയാണ്. I said, വിനീതേട്ടാ, ദർശനയ്ക്കും അരുണിന്റെ ക്യാരക്ടേഴ്സിനും മേ ബി ക്രിറ്റിക്സിന്റെ അവാർഡ്സും ഹാർട്സും ഒക്കെ അവര് വിൻ ചെയ്യും, ബട്ട് നിത്യ ആയിരിക്കും ഓഡിയൻസിന്റെ ഹാർട്ട് വിജയിക്കുന്നത്. Obviously, we've only done to them, but I think one of the main reasons you asked me that is because most of the time we're always...
Yeah, we see you in Chennai.
We've been childhood friends for God knows how long.
Your dad is your biggest critic.
I mean, ippo endana ariyala. I think Acha's really warmed up to... I think it's because I've really improved in my craft that Acha's really warmed up. He's not my biggest critic anymore. This looks like he's shouting at me, but he's not. Rajan was one of the most fun directors to work with because he's so... Rajan ariyam exactly what he wants. Abhinaychi kanikkum because he's an actor, right? Like, so even like naturally it comes to him to like...
Hello, on the red carpet, I have the lovely Kalyani Priyadarshan. She is, the number one right now in Tamil and Malayalam put together. She's having a dream run, let me put it that way. After Manada, she had Hridayam, the biggest blockbuster. And now she's all set for Thallumala. Meanwhile, she was also there in Bro Daddy, in which she had a very significant role to play. So, welcome to the show, Kalyani.
Thank you. So happy to be here after a very long time.
Yeah, very long time. We are chatting up later. So, how's life, man? You've been flying around in Chennai and Kochi.
I mean, just like you said, it's been a dream run.
Yeah.
It's been a dream couple of months. So I'm riding that wave of happiness.
Happiness. I think I've never seen you so happy. We've seen right from your...
But yeah, when you get so much love, you just... I mean, there's a happiness and a glow within you. So I think that's what it is.
And Manada was magnificent. And Hridayam, it took you to a very level.
We didn't expect that. Satyam Varna, we didn't expect... We expected a kind of love for the film, but Ithrayam, like, we didn't expect it to be as big as it actually became.
Ithrayam Malliya Padam.
Adum release ചെയ്തപ്പോ bang in the middle of the second, I mean, COVID ആയിരുന്നു. എല്ലാവർക്കും കോവിഡ് ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു. It was 50% occupancy. Trivandrum got shut.
Trivandrum got cancelled.
Yeah, Trivandrum 4 districts cancel chedu. So we were all in a panic, but the fact that the film did so well was, I think it's also a reflection of the fact that ellarku ippo like we're fed up of just like we all want to go back to that cinema. Yeah, exactly.
And that Vineet had given you such a lovely role, I would say.
I remember Adam Kadam narrate ചെയ്തപ്പോ ഫസ്റ്റ് ഹാഫിൽ ഞാൻ ഇല്ല ഞാൻ വരുന്നത് 74th സീനിലാണ്. സോ ഹി ടോൾഡ് മീ ഓൾസോ. ഹി സെഡ്, അമ്മു ഇത് അമ്മുവിന്റെ കഥയല്ല, നിത്യയുടെ കഥയല്ല, അരുണിന്റെയും ദർശനിന്റെയും കഥയാണ്. But I think this will be a good role for you and I think you'll this thing. I said, Vineetata, kada kete ainittu, I said, Vineetata, ദർശനയ്ക്കും അരുണിന്റെ ക്യാരക്ടേഴ്സിനും എല്ലാ അവാർഡ്സും മേ ബി ക്രിറ്റിക്സിന്റെ അവാർഡ്സും ഹാർട്സും ഒക്കെ അവര് വിൻ ചെയ്യും, ബട്ട് നിത്യ ആയിരിക്കും ഓഡിയൻസിന്റെ ഹാർട്ട് വിജയിക്കുന്നതെന്ന് I told him then itself.
Being part of a hit film takes you to a different level altogether.
Absolutely.
I mean, you are now in the top range, I would say that.
I mean,
and now
it's
I
great
think,
coming from you, but yeah.
yeah, and now you have Thallumala coming up, and the trailer looks awesome.
Thallumala trailer na bola, it's just a very colorful, fun film. If I have to say something, I'd say ഈ പടത്തിൽ ഒന്നും സീരിയസ് ആയിട്ട് എടുക്കണ്ട. ലൈക്ക് ക്യാരക്ടേഴ്സ് ആയിക്കോട്ടെ, ഡയലോഗ്സ് ആയിക്കോട്ടെ, കോസ്റ്റ്യൂംസ് ആയിക്കോട്ടെ, ഇറ്റ്സ് വെരി ലൗഡ്, ലൈക്ക് നത്തിങ് ഇസ് സീരിയസ് ഇൻ ദ ഫിലിം. ബട്ട് ഓൾസോ അറ്റ് ദ സെയിം ടൈം ഐ വുഡ് സേ സീരിയസ് ആയ a non-serious commercial film എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞാൽ many people might think ശരി ഇത് like it's a no-brainer, we can just go leave our brains outside, watch അങ്ങനത്തെ ഒരു സിനിമ ആയിരിക്കും എന്ന് എല്ലാവരും like they might have conceptions about that, but I think you might need, like you can't do that. ഈ പടത്തിന് in order to like really follow it and appreciate it, you might need to be using your brains a little also. So it's a very different kind of film, I would say.
Yeah, പക്ഷെ കുറെ നാളായല്ലോ ഒരു നോ ബ്രെയിനർ ടൈപ്പ് ഓഫ് മൂവി റിലീസ് ചെയ്തിട്ട്.
Yeah.
And the audiences, ഇപ്പോഴത്തെ കേരളത്തിലെ ഓഡിയൻസ് ആരാണ്? യൂത്ത്.
Yeah.
They are looking forward to it.
Yeah, but that's what I would say. Like, I hope that there's no misconception. It's not a no-brainer. Adana. You shouldn't take it seriously, but it's not a no-brainer. So it's like, it's weird because e team Nokia, like you, like Khalid Rahman, Musin Parari, like they all come from a very artistic way of like storytelling. Like their background is in that.
But their movies are also fun.
Yeah. So it's similar to that. They've stuck avarku ഒരു കമേഴ്ഷ്യൽ സിനിമ ഉണ്ടാക്കണം എന്നൊരു ലൈക്ക് ഗോൾ ഉണ്ടായെങ്കിലും they've stuck true to their way of storytelling.
What about your character? അത് പറയാൻ പറ്റുമോ?
It's a very new character also. She's basically this very you know, outgoing ഒരു vlogger, famous vlogger.
Yeah.
Or when I say famous, she thinks she's famous. അങ്ങനത്തെ
ഒരു ഹിന്റ് കൊടുത്തിട്ടുണ്ട്.
അതെ, അങ്ങനത്തെ ഒരു കുറെ ആൾക്കാരുണ്ടല്ലോ. They'll think that they're very big, even though yeah, you know, even though they do small things, they think they're very big. അങ്ങനത്തെ ഒരു ക്യാരക്ടർ.
അത് സോഷ്യൽ മീഡിയയുടെ ഒരു
അതെ, yeah, exactly. And what's very interesting is ഈ ക്യാരക്ടറിന്റെ മെയിൻ trait എന്താന്ന് വെച്ചാൽ ഇറ്റ്സ് റഹ്മാൻ കുറെ പ്രാവശ്യം പറയും ഇറ്റ്സ് അൺനെസസറി ജാഡ ആൻഡ് സ്വാഗ്. എല്ലാ സീനിനും ഒരു ജാഡ വേണം,
നമ്മൾ പറഞ്ഞ ഒരു സ്വാഗ്.
അതെ, ബട്ട് ഒരു ആറ്റിറ്റ്യൂഡ് വേണം. ആൻഡ് ദാറ്റ്സ് നോട്ട് മീ ആക്ച്വലി. സത്യം പറഞ്ഞാൽ ആസ് എ പേഴ്സണൽ ലൈക്ക് thing, it's not very me. So I found it very hard. കുറെ പ്രാവശ്യം he'd come and say ഇല്ല ഇതിന് ഇനിയും ആറ്റിറ്റ്യൂഡ് വേണം, ഇനി സ്വാഗ് വേണം. ബീവി ഒരു റൂമിൽ എൻറ്റർ ചെയ്ത അവളാണ് ആ റൂമിന്റെ ലൈക്ക് കിങ്. അതെ, അവളാണ് king of the room. So I'm like, I don't know how to do that much like attitude and swag. So yeah, it was fun.
How was your pairing with Tovino?
I mean, honestly, I hope it's come out well. Like I said, ee padathil onnum അത്രയും സീരിയസ് അല്ല. സോ ഈവൻ ദ ലവ് സ്റ്റോറി, നത്തിങ് ഇസ് ടു meant to be taken too seriously. It's not a love story. So we do have limited scenes angana, but I think the few scenes that have come out, it's not typical. So I think people will like it.
Yeah, I think there's something kick-ass about that.
Yeah, it's not nothing about this film is typical. So I hope people like it.
പണ്ട് പ്രിയദർശന്റെ മോളാണെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞുകൊണ്ടാണ് വന്നത്. But now you have carved out a niche role for yourself. What's your opinion on that?
It's really funny. I mean, I obviously don't believe that. What he's done in, I think, more than 40 years or whatever is not even close to what I've done in the last like 1 or 2 years. But it's nice to hear Achinum parayum, like Achin sometimes airport like a pombo, there'll be a lot of people that come up to me and be like, Kalyani like was really good in this, Kalyani was really good in that. So I can tell he's also very proud, and I'm also very proud to like, because usually they all come and tell him about his movies. Ippo annittu they be like, bro daddy kandu, she was really great.
Priyan oru interview ilum parnallo that she should grow away from
oh yeah, he that's the main reason that, you know, he, despite the fact that, you know, I mean, we haven't really worked together apart from like one song in Marakar. We haven't really worked together.
But after Marakar, he's not doing any films with you.
No, he's not.
That's what I'm saying.
We were very sure, beginning we were very sure that he's not going to be directing me anytime soon. So, it was not a fun experience.
Then with Pranav, you did only one film.
Hridayam matra. I mean, obviously, we've only done Hridayam, but I think one of the main reasons you asked me that is because most of the time we're always...
we see you in Chennai hanging around together.
We've been childhood friends for God knows how long now. So
how do you select a role? Role engana Nishi?
Actually, it's just a weird gut feeling. I have no idea. I know for a fact some films I'll do because I'm a fangirl of a certain actor. Some films I'll do because I'm a fangirl of a certain director. Some of them I'll do for the story. Some of them I'll do for the role. So I have no idea. There's no formula. There's no checklist.
Do
It's
you
from my gut.
refer the script to anybody at home?
ഇല്ല ആരും ആക്ച്വലി കുറെ ആൾക്കാർ അച്ഛനെ വിളിച്ചിട്ട് വി ഹാവ് എ സ്റ്റോറി കെൻ വി സെൻഡ് ഇറ്റ് യു ഇഷ്ടമാണെങ്കിൽ കെൻ യു ടെൽ കല്യാണി എന്ന് പറയും ബട്ട് അച്ഛ ലൈക്ക് നോ ഞാൻ സ്റ്റോറീസ് കേൾക്കാറില്ല ഇറ്റ്സ് യൂഷ്വലി ജസ്റ്റ് ഹർ so he doesn't know any of the stories until he watches the film so yeah
So all these roles fell into your lap in a way.
I mean that's why I said God has been kind. God to me has been very
So
kind.
you were at the
grateful.
right time at the right place.
I think so. I have a feeling because I don't understand how these things come to me otherwise.
You have said you're very close to your mom. At the same time, your dad is your biggest critic. So how do you manage both of them, and how do you?
I mean, ipo endana ariyala. I think Acha's really warmed up to. I think it's because I've really improved in my craft that Acha's really warmed up. He's not my biggest critic anymore. He actually really likes a lot of the stuff that I do.
Yeah.
So there has been.
ഈ ഇടയ്ക്ക് ഏത് സിനിമയാണ് പ്രിയൻ പറഞ്ഞത് നല്ലതാണ്?
Acha loved me in Hridayam. He liked me in actually everything that's come out so far. Satyamana Manadil, because it's a very typical heroine role, I wasn't sure if he'd like it. But he came out being like, hey, you've done really good justice to the role. Na? He was quite happy about it. And he said my dub was really good and everything. So he was quite happy about it.
And mom?
Amma has always been my biggest fan. എന്ത് ചെയ്താലും വണ്ടർഫുൾ ബ്യൂട്ടിഫുൾ യു ആർ ഗ്രേറ്റ് ഇത് ഞാൻ ഡബ് ചെയ്തില്ലെങ്കിൽ അയ്യോ അവര് ദേ ഷുഡ് ഹാവ് യൂസ്ഡ് യുവർ വോയിസ് ഇറ്റ് വുഡ് ഹാവ് ബീൻ ഈവൻ മോർ ബെറ്റർ അങ്ങനത്തെ ഒരു ലൈക്ക്
But you are now dubbing in both Malayalam and
so far I'm Thallumala I only dubbed. In fact I'm a little scared because there's the slang. So
because all big heroines they should dub in their own
I believe
voice.
that which is why I've tried my best to do that. Thallumala what's a little difficult is they have a bit of a Malabar slang. So but luckily in the character is a Dubai Kari. So our accent vannalu korpalla nanu director vision. So
Okay.
yeah.
Now let's go down memory lane. എല്ലാവർക്കും ഒരു ഫോട്ടോ കാണുമ്പോൾ ഒരു പഴയ മെമ്മറി വരും. അതിൽ കുറച്ച് ഫോട്ടോസ് ആണ് ഫീച്ചറിങ് യു. ജസ്റ്റ് ടേക്ക് വൺ ബൈ വൺ ഫ്രം ദിസ് സൈഡ്.
Let's see. Oh, കാണിക്കണോ? So ഇത് ആദ്യം ഹെലൻ കാണുമ്പോൾ അവര് വിനീതാരൻ had kept a show, so we'd gone and watched it. Literally ഒരാഴ്ച മുമ്പ് he had come and narrated the hridayam to me. So appo എടുത്ത ഫോട്ടോ ആണ് and that's his son. And I don't know, at that point I think for the announcement also I remember I posted this up saying my caption also I remember I said e job in the best part is the fact that you can wake up not knowing who's going to call you. And that call from Vinichara changed my life. So this is one of my best memories. I have to say we took this Brodadi shoot we would shoot till about 6-7, come back to our hotels, and I'm usually very lazy. Na gym nakka porilla. After shoot, I'm very very tired and lazy. But I still remember. Okay, I call him Lal Mama. But every day after shoot, no matter how exhausting shoot was, he would go to the gym and he'd be like, "Where is it?" I'd be like, never. We'd go there and oh my god, I think he was doing a lot of boxing training on them. So it was crazy to see him work out. He's a real inspiration. And then I said, Lal Mama, let's take a pic. He's like, of course. And then he only flexed. I was like, wow, okay. Then I flexed, but it's nowhere close to
it's come out very well.
Yeah. Let's see this. This is one of my favorite photos. This is Acha, my best friend Theo, me, and my not so best friend, my brother. We took it right around the time both of them won the national award. So this is
okay. So it has fond memories.
Yeah, it's got that memory for me because I still remember I mean, it's always a proud moment, especially when your little brother gets something like this. But yeah. Aha. This looks like he's shouting at me, but he's not.
Other bro daddy
Yeah,
set.
bro daddy shoot. This is Raju Ettan directing me. He's not shouting at me.
Yeah.
Actually, Raju Ettan was one of the most fun directors to work with because he's so Raju Ettan അറിയാം exactly what he wants. So in fact, Abhinaychi കാണിക്കും because he's an actor, right? Like, so even like naturally it comes to him to like act and show you. So this is basically him kind of showing me what I need to be doing.
The last bit.
Yeah. This is the first day I met Dulka. Because എല്ലാവരുടെ assumption വന്നിട്ട് ഇവര് ചെറുപ്പത്തിലെ like they must have known each other because film family, star kids, അങ്ങനൊക്കെ. So they like everybody would assume that we just knew each other and met each other. But this is actually the first time we met. Varaneda first day of shoot, Pooja ദിവസമായിരുന്നു. I still remember I was very awkward, and he was just the sweetest person. And the first take, he was like, you know what? I think you got this character named Varna. So I was like, it's a good memory.
Now generate your time because that other Tamil film Manada has given you a big role in Tamil. What are your films in Tamil?
So I mean, again, there's one that I'm very very excited about, but I can't say anything until like I believe in this. Don't say anything until you sign the dotted
until
line.
it happens.
Yeah, so I'll just keep that under thing. But like you said, right now, I don't think there's any language barrier, especially after OTT has come in and you know they've kind of changed the game. I don't think there's a language barrier. So I think as long as I do a good film, I think, for example, I think if Thallumala does well, I think that even the Tamil audience will appreciate. I remember lots of people from the Tamil audience watched Hridayam, they watched Bro Daddy. So I do feel like I'm just trying to do good films at the moment and I'm not focusing on which language I'm doing it in.
Any plans to come down to Kochi and settle because you're doing so many Malayalam films?
I mean, I'm lucky because I've always said this. Kerala's in my blood, but Chennai has just always been home for me. And so I'll always, I don't know if I'll ever want to move away from there. It's just...
And one last word on Thallumala. Why should people see Thallumala?
That's what, I feel like it's been a long time since we've gone to a film to watch just a fun, commercial, not so serious film, especially Malayalam. So I think that this is going to be different. I think this is going to be fun. ഞാൻ പറഞ്ഞ പോലെ ഈ പടത്തില് സീരിയസ് ആയിട്ട് എടുക്കാനൊന്നുമില്ല, ബട്ട് ഓൾസോ you can't just leave your brain and watch it. I think you need to be fully in it to probably like it. So I hope you guys like it.
Very nice speaking to you.
Yes,
That's
absolutely.
Great.